Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Now ETN to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. ETN once more. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Jaguars at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And ETN going to have a Jags 1st down as he'll take this down inside the 45.
Red, 23. 13, Lou.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Lion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and they can't bring him down. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Here we go. All right.
To throw is Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Fields. They'll let this go deep for Collins. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got five big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
It's a loss of 4 there. Up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
11.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
Hey, I'm gun.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit. And now they're out executing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. On the return is Williams. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exact.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. 2nd and 10.
On red.
Now Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Davis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Hey, Jupiter. Hey, easy. Route.
Etienne up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. And they'll go again with Etienne. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Okay, break. Hey, kill. All right, let's go. Here we go.
Etienne is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Sink right. Silver.
Lawrence. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Fields. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost. Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, sir.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grayson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And they'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Fields now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He's airing it out for Williams. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7.
Here we go. Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here we go, Side. Right.
Now it's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Fields throwing again. That's complete. It's Collins. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Bates' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got him in, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gabriel Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this, coach.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch them all.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 24, Jaguars 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Hey, gun. 11.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Here's Lawrence. They complete it to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Take right open.
28 more yards. That's another.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, kill. Sink right.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Check smash. 11, ag. Riggs.
Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
11.
Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
He finds his man complete. It's Collins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
On play action, Fields.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped it for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Back to throw, Fields. That is caught by Laporta.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
In motion right, that's Collins. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go, Sly.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Angel. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
From 3 yards out.
and the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 31, Jaguars 21.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
23.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Go. Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
24. Go. Let's go.
15 yards and leads to third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Go. 13, Lou.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
35 yards.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
30 left.
Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Go. Think right open.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
Hey, kill. Sink right.
First and 10 at the 42.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Easy. 30 left. Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
And Thomas has it.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, 2 for the 2. Go, let's go.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Lisa 24. 13, Luke. 11.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Here we go, tonight.
All eyes on Fields.
That is caught. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
You got a mini base. Why not? Here we go, son. Right.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as he'll run on first down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice.